It is a journey through the Bible with Mukhwana Isaac. I am glad that we are still together. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we continue exploring the word of the Lord. And yesterday we looked at David, sinner and penitent, a man who sinned, but afterward he realized that he had sinned and asked for God's pardon, as we read in Psalm 50. That prayer we find in Psalm 50 is his prayer of forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Today we look at his successor, Solomon. Solomon became king in 970 BCE, before Common Era. His name describes the period during which he was king. For the name Solomon comes from the Hebrew word for peace, shalom. Solomon was a great administrator and won a name throughout history for his wisdom. As of course, as wise as Solomon is of course a saying that that he lasted to our own times. That is a saying which is still ongoing. But of course, under his rule, the united Israel reached the height of its glory. He divided the country into 12 districts and appointed officials to run them. He started relations with other countries, even marrying a daughter of the Pharaoh of Egypt as a way of keeping peace with Egypt, and began a program of trade between Israel and other countries. There was no danger of war, but he was careful to prepare for the possibility of war. Soon after he became king, Solomon built a magnificent temple according to the plan of the tabernacle, but Elijah. Remember one time when I shared with you the tabernacle in one of the episodes here. We saw the tabernacle and how the tabernacle was and how important the tabernacle was. If you scrolled back slightly, you'll realize that the tabernacle, that sharing, was in episode 44. So we came to know the arrangement, how the tabernacle was, and I told you that later on they constructed the temple, Jerusalem temple, in that that style. So they built the tabernacle. It was, of course, the glory of Israel, the center of Israel's religious life, the official place for worship of God, a symbol of a true religion. Solomon has been called the Great, the Magnificent, but not everything in his reign was good. Far from it, for he began the years of Israel's unfaithfulness to God, which soon caused the breakup of the kingdom and ended in the exile of the people. And in conclusion, King Solomon's life reminds us that even those gifted with great wisdom and favor are not immune to failure if they lose sight of God. His reign began with humility and dedication, but ended in spiritual decline due to divided loyalties. His story challenges you and myself. It challenges us to seek wisdom not just for leadership or success, but for faithful and lasting relationship with God. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I have been Mukhwana Isaac with a journey through the Bible. On Monday, we shall look at the kingdom of God's people turning away from Him. The kingdom is divided. Yes, its people are taken into exile, of course, after Solomon wandering, doing the contrary. And we shall look at the decline, starting with the sins of Solomon. I have been Mukhwana Isaac once again with the journey through the Bible. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.